Andesite is a type of volcanic rock that has a gray, fine-grained texture. This igneous rock is composed mainly of plagioclase feldspar and pyroxene, and can also contain other minerals such as amphibole, biotite, and quartz. Andesite is named after the Andes Mountains in South America, where it is commonly found. It is formed through the process of magma rising from the mantle and interacting with the continental crust, producing a mixture of basaltic and granitic magmas that solidify to form andesitic rocks. The texture of andesite is typically porphyritic, meaning that it contains two distinct crystal sizes: large phenocrysts, mineral grains, set in a finer grained groundmass. The phenocrysts are usually plagioclase feldspar, which can be distinguished from the groundmass due to its larger size and clearer appearance. The groundmass is composed of smaller mineral grains and can be difficult to identify without the use of a microscope. Andesite can also have a glassy or vesicular, containing air pockets, texture, depending on how it was formed. Andesite has a moderate to high silica content, ranging from 57% to 63% silicon oxide. This makes it intermediate in composition between basalt, low silica, and granite, high silica. Andesite is typically more viscous than basalts, meaning that it is thicker and flows more slowly. This can result in the formation of volcanic domes, where andesitic lava piles up on top of itself, rather than flowing out in a thin layer. Andesitic volcanoes can also produce explosive eruptions, due to the buildup of gas bubbles that cannot easily escape from the viscous magma. Andesite is found in a variety of geological settings, including volcanic arcs, chains of volcanic islands or mountains, and continental collision zones. Andesitic volcanism is particularly common in the Pacific Ring of Fire, a region of intense volcanic and seismic activity surrounding the Pacific Ocean. In these areas, oceanic plates are subducted, forced under continental plates, and the resulting heat and pressure cause melting of the mantle and lower crust. This produces andesitic magmas that rise to the surface and erupt, forming volcanic islands or mountain chains. The physical properties of andesite make it a valuable material for construction and decorative purposes. Its hardness and durability make it a popular choice for paving stones, curbstones, and building facades. Andesite is also used for sculptures and decorative items, due to its fine-grained texture and ability to hold intricate details. Many ancient archaeological sites, such as the ruins of Machu Picchu in Peru, were constructed using andesitic stone. Andesite can also be used as a source of raw material for industrial processes. The mineral composition of andesite makes it suitable for use in the production of cement, as it contains high levels of calcium and aluminum. Andesite can also be used as a filler material in concrete and asphalt, where it adds strength and durability to the finished product. The formation of andesitic volcanic rocks can provide important information about the geological history of an area. By analyzing the composition and age of andesitic rocks, geologists can determine the types of processes that were involved in their formation. They can also use the presence of andesitic rocks to infer the tectonic history of an area, such as if it has experienced subduction or continental collision in the past. However, andesitic volcanoes can also pose hazards to human populations living nearby. The explosive eruptions of andesitic volcanoes can produce ash, gas, and lava flows that can cause damage to homes, crops, and infrastructure. The 1985 eruption of Nevado del Ruiz in Colombia, which was an andesitic volcano, resulted in over 25,000 deaths due to lahars, mudflows, that were triggered by the eruption. Therefore, it is important for scientists and decision-makers to understand the hazards associated with andesitic volcanoes and implement appropriate measures to protect human populations in areas at risk. In conclusion, andesite is a common type of volcanic rock that is composed mainly of plagioclase feldspar and pyroxene. It has a porphyritic texture and can be identified by the presence of large phenocrysts set in a finer-grained groundmass. Andesite is intermediate in composition between basalt and granite, and has a moderate to high silica content. It is found in volcanic arcs and continental collision zones, and can be used for construction, decoration, and industrial purposes. However, andesitic volcanoes can also pose hazards to nearby populations, and it is important to understand these hazards and take appropriate measures to minimize risk.